And we've got the Vikings' creative quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Vikings and the Bengals, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's had good success here already this season throwing the football. 6 touchdown passes in his 2 games. He's really got this offense playing with a lot of confidence, trying to establish themselves early as a Super Bowl contender.
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. Games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19, Tiger.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
This will be caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
On third down, Burrow. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Take it at the 37. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
On first down, Powell. He's going to float this over the middle deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, the Vikings sit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Throwing on first down. Powell. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation.
Now Burrow loses the football. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Powell. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. 21-0 our score after one. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb, and he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here we go. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Now Burrow on 1st down. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Here we go. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Powell. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. The Bengals set to take over. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Finding space at the 40. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the side.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now it's Burrow. Buying time to add a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. So we hit half. No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the 2nd half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Powell. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding in the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Looking to throw. Powell. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Powell going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Powell. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Back to throw. Powell. And that is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
11, 12.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fielded at the 33. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go and do your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, Powell. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Powell to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
On 4th down, Powell. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That's how multiple guys get to it. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Vikings on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Powell. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to throw, Powell. And this is incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun, Powell. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, Powell. And this one is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Powell. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Holding, offense.
Come on, dog!
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Again, it's Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out now come the Vikings. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can...
He's got a man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The Bengals offense returns to the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
19 tight, 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Burrow on play action. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Here we go.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot now for Burrow. And this one too low. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just